Salmon with a side of sweet potatoes and also some asparagus. You can buy a pack of salmon and it's going to go a long way. First, I start by washing the sweet potatoes, cutting them in, bite-sized pieces. Also, I cut them one by one, and then I incorporate some olive oil, mix it, make sure that they're all coated. Do the second, and then the third one, the same thing, add the olive oil so that way they don't brown on the edges. And once you're incorporated all of the oil in the sweet potatoes, I'm going to be adding some pepper flakes. That's optional. I'm also going to be adding some salt, make sure that they're seasoned well, and then rosemary. If you don't like rosemary, you can also add regular thyme or lemon thyme. The cooking time is going to be about 60 minutes. So usually what I do is every 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and toss them. And then I'm going to also check for oil. If I see like they're a little bit dry, I'll add a little bit more, just drizzle some on top and then mix very well. And then before you get to your 60 minutes, maybe on minute 45, go ahead and taste them and see if it needs a little bit extra salt. Then you can go ahead and, finish seasoning there. Again, my oven at 400 degrees of broil, it does take an hour. And so then the asparagus, those take a little bit less time, a lot less time, 11 minutes to be precise. I flipped them at 5 and then I left them for 6. I patted those dry. They were already washed. I washed them and then I cut the ends, trimmed the ends. And now, here I patted dry, added some olive oil. I just drizzled on top with my hand. I just rolled it just to make sure that they were nice and coated. I added just regular salt. And then again, 11 minutes and they were done. They're cooked, but then they still have a little crunch. And that's the way that we like them. So now to prepare the fish, I normally, get a paper towel and then I'm going to pat it dry on both sides. I'm going to trim the edges, the ends, and then I'll be cutting those into, good sized pieces. Definitely going to have some leftover ones. And so with the leftover ones, what I do is I put those in Ziploc bags and then I freeze. So that way, I can get another meal out of the fish. Same thing, I can pan fry it or I can grill it. And then instead of having it with sweet potatoes and asparagus, I can, have it with a side of quinoa. So this is the way that I store mine, usually for about a week and a half. And now I'm going to drizzle a little bit, just a tiny bit of olive oil. And this is only so that way my seasoning sticks to the fish. I'm using Blackened seasoning, and this is perfect for, for this type of fish. It's already fatty again. And the cooking time for the fish on broil 400 degrees is going to take me 15 minutes. 7 minutes on one side or 8 minutes on one side and then 7 minutes on the other. Here is some lemon wedges on the top. We are all set. So now let's go ahead and throw this in the broiler. 400 degrees, perfectly cooked, ready to be served and eaten. Enjoy. Follow, like, and share for more easy recipes.